Hey guys, what's up? This is Mihawk. I hope you're all fine. I hope you're enjoying the fresh new Tekken 7 game and yeah, having a lot of fun with it. So today I'm gonna be talking about all the moves or the explanation about the moves that I'm using in my combo videos so that you guys will get a hang of what all of those moves mean, all the letters, all the numbers. So yeah, let's just get right into it. So basically, Tekken has a two-dimensional component and it has a three-dimensional component. So what you can see on the screen right now is that you will see the directions U, U/F, F, D/F, D, D/B, B, and U/B. And 1, 2, 3, and 4. So what it stands for is, sorry for that, basically the U stands for up. The U/F stands for up forward. The F stands for forward. The D/F stands for down forward. The D stands for down. So on, so on. I think you get the idea of this pretty much. So this is basically what all of those letters mean. Those letters are just abbreviations of the full name of it. So that instead of saying forward, you will just say F. Instead of saying down, you will just say D. Instead of saying B, you will just say, instead of saying back, you will just say B. So on and so on. It's pretty logical once someone tells you and once you get the hang of it. So that's that. Basically, there are a lot of other moves which a lot of other motions which I've used on my videos, which I'm gonna explain to you now as well. So I picked Brian for this because he's a good example to show most of the stuff. But I'll just get into that. So if we hold forward. Oh wait, I gotta turn on the command history. All right, fine. So what I have to tell you before I get really started is that there's actually a little mistake on the controller itself because all the letters you can see are written in capitals. Usually you wouldn't write them in capitals, you would write them in small letters, because in Tekken you will differentiate between small letters and capital letters. I'm gonna get into that in a second as well. And another thing is that you will see that on the controller you see all the slashes. Usually if you see it on a website like Tekken Zaibatsu, you would have to, or you would write it down that way. But to make the combos look shorter and to make it more sharp and more crisp, I left like all of those slashes, pluses, and commas aside. Because basically, if you input a combo or if you input a move, you would, for example, if I would say up forward 3, which is this move, right? It's up forward 3. The way you would write it down is, you would say U/F in small letters plus 3. U/F plus 3 in small letters. But the way I wrote it down was just UF in small letters and then 3. So no slash and no pluses. Keep that in mind, guys. That's just a little explanation from me to keep the combos more crisp, more clean, and a bit shorter for the little info box that I had. Alright, so after I explained all the directions and yeah, I basically tried to... Oh, I totally forgot to tell you what the numbers mean. So, if you take a look at the numbers, you will see 1, 2, 3, and 4. So the 1 stands for square, the 2 stands for triangle, the 3 stands for X, and the 4 stands for circle. You have to get that down in order to write the combos down properly, since everyone will be talking in numbers and letters, so this will help you a lot understanding that. You should definitely get the hang of it, but I'm pretty sure you will understand it quite quickly if you watch this video and spend like a little time for it. It's not too hard to understand actually once someone tells you. So what I'm gonna be showing you is the different motions now. So this is forward. This is holding forward. So this means this is a capital F. Holding forward is Brian walking towards Heihachi. Capital F. Same thing goes backwards. Holding back, which is capital B, to just hold back. So if I hold down, I'm ducking, right? So I'm ducking, I'm holding D, capital D. If I hold up, oh, my bad. If I hold up, I'm jumping, capital up, or capital U. If I hold up forward, I'm jumping towards Heihachi. So it's capital UF. If I'm jumping backwards, it's pretty much the same, UB. If I'm holding down back, oh wait, yeah, if I'm holding down back, you can see that I'm crouching. It's basically DB in capital letters. So same thing goes for down forward. You can see how I'm crouching towards Heihachi, and that's the down forward motion, but holding it. So this is it. You will differentiate between holding and tapping things in Tekken. That's really important. You gotta get that down. That's why sometimes you use capital letters, and sometimes you will use small letters. So if I tap forward, you can just see that I slightly move. So that's that. All right. So in Tekken, you have. Right now, we just covered the two-dimensional aspect of Tekken. However, Tekken is a three-dimensional game, so we gotta cover that as well. So if I tap up and down, as you might have realized, if you try to tap up and down, you will see that your opponent starts to sidestep in the direction you're actually tapping at. So if I tap up, I'm sidestepping to the left, which is called or abbreviated as SSL in capital letters. SSL stands for sidestep left. Same thing goes for tapping down, which is sidestep right. So tapping down means sidestep right, sidestep left means tapping up, right? It's not that hard to understand actually once you get it down. So the same thing, you can do even more than that. By just holding, for example, sidewalk left, or by just like double tapping up and then holding, you're starting to sidewalk. So double tapping up leads into a sidewalk left, right? That's pretty important to understand, guys. So the same thing goes for sidestep right. You just want to sidestep, or you just want to double tap down and then hold. That way you will sidewalk with your character to the right. So double tap down and hold, and you will sidewalk right. Okay, that's it. So now I'll be talking about some motions which I've used in a lot of my videos, which you are actually curious about of what they mean and how they work. So unfortunately Brian doesn't have a BT stance, but what BT really stands for is it only stands for back turns, okay? So that back turned stands for BT in capital letters. Some characters have some motions in where they get in a back turn stance and then they can perform moves out of that. So that stands for BT. Then another thing is that Brian, for example, has a QCF motion, which I mentioned in a lot of combos as well, which people didn't really seem to understand. So I'm gonna cover that as well. QCF basically stands for quarter circle forward, which is this motion here. It's down, down, forward, forward, 4. So in Tekken language, you would say DDFF 4. Or to just abbreviate that, you just say QCF, and people will know what it means. So yeah, that's that. QCF literally means quarter circle forward. Abbreviation again. Stands for down, down, forward, forward. So what else do we have? We have a crouch dash. Crouch dash simply means that you want to do a forward, then neutral, and then down forward, and then QCF. Forward, neutral, QCF. That's how it looks. That's what a crouch dash is. And in case you're wondering what that little space in there is that, which is actually missing on the controller as well, it stands for the neutral. In Tekken you will have neutrals. It stands for the N, and a neutral simply means that you let go of your controller or your stick for a slight second, and that way you will get motions down which you actually were struggling with, or which you wouldn't know how to do them. And the thing is, they are marked in the practice mode with a star. I don't know if Brian has any move where you have that kind of motion with a star in it. No, I don't think he has, but like if you look for your character and if you see a move in the move list where it says that there's a star in it, it only means that you have to leave it as neutral. So that's a crouch dash, guys. I just explained what a crouch dash is. It's forward, neutral, QCF. Forward, neutral, QCF. That's a crouch dash. So, now we got another thing which I mentioned in my videos, which is called full crouch, or abbreviated FC. So, for example, it's this. It's while crouching, you can execute some moves with certain characters. For example, Brian has this one. While I'm crouching, it's FC down forward 3, down forward 4, FC down forward 4, and you will see he does that move. So that's definitely a thing that you like want to learn and want to get the hang of, in order to understand how the game works and how the mechanics work. So another thing we got is while standing, which I wanted to explain as well. So while standing basically stands for a motion that where the opponent first crouches, and while he's rising up, while he's standing up again, he's performing a move. So this is while standing 3 of Brian. This is while standing 4. This is while standing 1. So this is while standing 2. So while I'm rising up, while I'm standing up, I'm performing a move. Okay? And the same thing, you can do the same thing instant, which is called EWS. Like small e, small I, IWS, small I, and then WS. I'm gonna cover that in some other videos as well. That's how you do it instantly. You can do it in the slow version, which is this one, or you can do it quick. Yeah, but I'm definitely gonna explain that in another video as well, how to do that and what you have to watch out for if you do it. Alright, so now after we covered while standing, we gotta move on to while running. While running simply means that it's a motion where a character starts to run and he can execute moves out of that. So that, what you can see here, I'm just jumping back to show you guys. After a certain amount of time, or after enough steps, he starts to run, as you can see, right? You need some space between you and your opponent to make that work. Or if you're good with your execution, you can do it instantly. So that you can either get this motion, this while running 3, from a longer range, or you can do it, oh wow, or you can do it instantly. It just takes practice, but you can definitely get the hang of it. That's what it stands for. It stands for while running, and if you do it instant, same as instant while standing, it's a small I and then WR in capitals. So small I WR means instant while running, which is this motion, instant while running 3. Alright, so people were asking me what the S exclamation mark means. It only stands for screw. So what I'm gonna be showing you is that I'm gonna do a combo, and at the exact moment where I use the move to spin my opponent, that's where I, in the description or in my info boxes, I inputted the S exclamation mark, the capital S exclamation mark. So I'm just gonna be showing you guys something. Oh wow. Oh, once again. So this is the screw. As you can see, oh wow. As you can see, the back 2-4 is the screw move there. So that move, that way I can extend my combo. That's really important to learn and to understand. So as you can see here, yeah, that really explains it. Like, there are certain moves which you can find on the move list by checking this out. So these ones, these green hints on the right side of the move, or on the bottom right, will explain if it's a screw move or not. So this move here is a screw if it hits on counter hit, but for example the one that I used after a launch, back 2-4, is a screw move, as you can see, and it extends my combo. So that's all it stands for, really. And then people kept asking me what the W means, what the W slash means, but I'll be talking about that in a second. Alright, we're back. So basically, I'm gonna show you what the W exclamation mark means. It only means that you can see that if I input forward forward 2, which is forward forward triangle, or you would abbreviate it with FF2, it knocks Heihachi against the wall. It wall splats. You can see that he crushes against the wall. Not every move wall splats. As you can see, this move doesn't wall splat, but this, for example, does. And you have to find out which moves of your character do wall splat. So this is really important. Forward forward 2, for example, wall splats, and that's why I used the W exclamation mark to just show you guys that this move actually wall splats. That's important, because not every move wall splats in this game. That's important that you understand that. For example, 1, 2, 4 wall splats. Not every move does that, so keep that in mind, guys. Another thing that I wanted to show is understanding what RA in capitals and RD stand for. So I'm gonna put on my rage. I'm gonna change the position back to neutral again. So what you can see now is the blue version of this here is called Rage Drive, abbreviated as RD. Alright? So blue version is called RD, stands for Rage Drive. Can lead into a huge combo if you don't mess it up, if you do it properly. So as you can see, huge combo. Same thing goes for Rage Art, RA. Powerful move. If it hits your opponent, it does tons of damage, and depending on how much life you have left, it does more or less damage. So try to use it as a whiff punisher, or try to use it as a good combo ender or something like that, because it can be really useful. So I think this is pretty much it. If you guys have any questions left, make sure to leave some comments. I'm definitely gonna be linking a guide from Tekken Zaibatsu in the description, so you guys can check that out as well. What I wanted to show you as well before I end it here, I wanted to show you basically this little thing here. So it says that what you can see here is it describes all the Tekken notations. So it says forward stands for F, backward stands for B, U stands for up, down D stands for down, N stands for neutral, and so on. And you can see that the neutral stands for the star icon. Left punch, left kick, right kick, and the states are explained as well. If you see any character specific stances or any character specific stuff in my combo videos, it's more or less gonna be a stance of a character that has that special stance, but that stance is explained as well in my videos. If you just have a look at those infographics I made after every stance ends or after every move ends, you will get the idea of that pretty much. After every slow-mo I put an infographic on it, so you should just try to pause it there and see what I do and like try to learn from it. Yeah, I'll definitely be linking Tekken Zaibatsu on the description, so you can check out all the notations, what they mean. I'm gonna link this picture as well, so you can get an idea of it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Make sure to like, subscribe, check me out on Discord if you would like to hang out with me, if you would like to talk to me. I'm gonna link my Discord as well. I'm gonna link my Twitter. Make sure to follow me there, and definitely check out my Twitch streams, because I'm streaming Twitch and it's going pretty well at the moment, so check that out. And I wish you a super nice day. Hope to see you soon, guys. Take care, everyone.